Hi again. I was running short of time in the previous video and I didn't notice it until the last few seconds. So I'm sorry about the inconvenience. So I'm going to start again this exercise. I hope you're fine. Dear mom, I hope you're fine. I read your email yesterday. Yesterday, this is a keyword for past tenses. Past tenses are simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And since we do not have here any succession of events or, for instance, an action before point in time, etc., so we need only simple past. I read your email. You seem to be worried. Well, now I stay with one of my friends. Now, this is a keyword for the present progressive. So I would say I'm staying. Because always when you are providing or when you're explaining the cause of something, you're usually or you're likely to be talking about a past event. Something happened in the past. And this is the main difference between because and in order to, as I explained many times in the classroom. Okay? But right here we have a keyword, which is yet. And yet, as you know, is a keyword for the present perfect. Okay? And yet goes with the negative form. Okay, so I would say because I haven't got or gotten any answer from the university yet. I hope that by the end of this month. Okay, by the end is a keyword. By plus point in time is a keyword for both the future perfect and the past perfect. And since we're talking about this month, which is not over yet, right here we need the future perfect. I will have moved to my own room on the campus. The campus is refers to the university and also where the students stay during the academic year, where they play games, where they read, where they I don't know, where they eat. Okay, so this is the campus. Next exercise. To avoid obesity, correct the underlined mistakes. To avoid obesity, doctors advise people not to sitting in front of TV for long hours. Right here we have a problem with sitting. And this problem is related to this verb. So after advise, do we use the ing form, the verb plus ing, gerund? Of course not. Advise somebody to do something or not to do something. So the right answer is not to sit in front of TV for long hours. Plastic bags are no longer used for shopping in Morocco. Okay, right here we have the word no longer. Okay, no longer is usually followed by past participle. Okay, so we would say no longer used for shopping in Morocco. Your computer wouldn't have been infected if you install a powerful antivirus. So what strikes me in this sentence, or what attracts my attention, is the word if. So this sentence is a conditional one. Okay, wouldn't have if plus something plus wouldn't have plus past participle. This is part of the conditional type 3 form. So what is missing here is the past perfect actually. If plus past perfect plus would have plus past participle. Your computer, this is my answer. Your computer, this is the correct one. Your computer wouldn't have been infected if you had installed a powerful antivirus. Okay. Next exercise, match each expression to its appropriate function. Right here we have functions expressing opinion, agreeing, suggesting, complaining, expressing regret. And what you need to do is to match, to link the statement on the left with the functions on the right. Let's take the first one. Why don't we check this website for more information? The key word or the key expression in this sentence is why don't we? Why don't we go outside? Why don't we talk to somebody? I have an idea and I would like to share it with you. I use why don't we or why don't you, okay? So this is, the answer is suggesting, okay, suggesting. Next one, if only I had told my teacher about my absence before. The main or the most important expression here is if only. And if only, if you still remember, is related to another expression, which is a wish in the past or wish in the present. And both expressions express, or words express, regret. For me, next one, for me, introducing English in primary school is a good idea. Where is the expression? Where is the word that help us know or figure out the function? It is for me. For me, teachers should do this or do that. Okay, for me, Morocco is a beautiful country, etc. Okay, this is my opinion, and I'm entitled to my views. That's why I'm using the expression for me. I'm afraid this is not the table we ordered online. So the person who said this is probably angry or let's say not happy with something. But he still maintains his politeness. He wants to be polite with the person he's talking to. Probably he's in a restaurant. So if you're not happy with something in a restaurant, you would complaining. Write an appropriate response to each situation. So by the way, right here, what I advise you to do, okay, is to match and also write one, for instance, one suggesting, okay, if only expressing regret, you write it here. Number 3, for me, expressing opinion. And number 4, I'm afraid something, okay, expressing or complaining right here. Okay, don't forget this part, please. Next exercise. Write an appropriate response to each situation. You were invited to a party, but you didn't attend. Now you apologize. You apologize for doing something wrong, something you shouldn't have done. Okay? So I think we have seen many expressions. For instance, or the easiest is, please accept my apology. I apologize. I'm sorry for doing this, okay? I promise this will never happen again, etc. Bullying is a serious problem in schools. And bullying, for instance, is causing nuisance or mischief or giving hard time to another student and another colleague, etc. For instance, somebody who is short, okay, you would like call him names, okay? This is bad, and everybody is going to follow you. Everybody is going to call him this or that, okay? That student would be victim of bullying, and it is a serious problem. Okay, so bullying is a serious problem in schools. Express lack of understanding. It means that I don't understand, okay, either the statements together or why it is a serious problem. So you could say, for instance, I don't understand what you mean. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not following you, etc. Any of these expressions, okay, that we use to express lack of understanding. You can even ask for clarification. For instance, could you be more explicit? Could you explain? Could you elaborate, etc. Writing. Now, in recent years, in the writing section, we have like 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. The first one is always scored 4 points, and the second 6 points. Now let's read each one and see how we can deal with it. Complete the following paragraph. There are many reasons why people don't read books these days. First, so in this paragraph, okay, you are going to provide like arguments using the technique of listing. Listing means first, second, third, fourth, etc. and finally. And I advise you in these, or for this kind of task, to provide only 3 arguments, no more, okay? First, second, third, okay? Firstly, secondly, thirdly, okay? To begin with, also finally, or last but not least, okay? So why people don't read books these days in Morocco? Of course, you need to stick to your own culture. First, okay, for instance, you can talk about the financial hardship, financial issues that families endure, or another argument that you can present is the absence of the culture of reading books. Okay, we don't actually encourage our children and our students to read books, especially if they have like technological devices, if they have like mobile phones, tablets, etc. Okay, you can add another argument. For instance, books, for instance, are not I don't know, subsidized by the government, or are not promoted by the government. Okay, and you put these 3 statements in simple ones. Okay, stay short. Okay, I always insist on sticking to our motto, which is keep it short and stupid. Okay, don't try to complicate things. Okay, if things are easy for you, okay, stick with it. All right, don't try to complicate things. Task 2. Save Our Planet magazine is inviting students to suggest ways to preserve the environment. Write an article suggesting how to protect the environment. Now, in this exercise, okay, or in this task, you need to provide like a longer paragraph. So if this one, you can do it in just 4 lines. This one, maybe you need 6 or 7 lines, okay? And you need to deploy all the techniques that you have learned, like linking words, punctuation, etc. You can also use the techniques of writing paragraph, motivator, not motivator, I'm sorry, topic sentence, supporting arguments, supporting statements, and reworded topic sentence at the end. Okay, yeah, that's it for today. If you have any questions, please send them to me. I will share with you an exam sheet, and I would like you to answer it. Do your best, okay? I will correct your answers and get back to you soon, inshallah. Okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.